little bit of a delay. Like there will be some, uh, like you guys will be behind in a few seconds, I believe. Like I will play that scene, and then you guys will only see it 20 seconds later or something like that. Okay, so I will try to keep quiet.
Um,
But all good. Did you guys see
no,
Barbie
okay,
stuff? What's up, Olivia?
but you. Ih, ó, eu esquecendo como é que fala.
Don't you worry. What are you gonna say?
Você não conseguiu colocar no Discord pra streamar no Discord?
I could, but like I sent you guys the picture, it is flipped for some reason. Tá virado, parece que tá no espelho, you know?
Yeah, but it's okay. Like I'm fine with seeing like it twisted because like if I think it would be better for us to follow you through the game.
With no delay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just another problem, Livia, and then for that one, I guess like today it will be a little bit improvised, but I will try to see if there's a solution to that, and then like next time we do it on Discord and we do it right. You know, it's because when I use it, for example, the device I'm using right now is called Razer Ripsaw. It's the capture card, the placa de captura, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like when I stream, I need to use Streamlabs. Streamlabs is the app or the software on my computer that connects to the Razer Ripsaw. And
Mm-hmm.
if I want to use my Razer Ripsaw as the video device on Discord as well, I can only choose one. Like I cannot use it on Discord and stream at the same time, you know?
Oh,
Yeah. So like you
I
guys would
see.
be able to see it, but then the thing that I probably can try to find a solution to is that like maybe I can find a way to flip the image back to normal, right? So you guys can see it well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can try to adjust Streamlabs to record that part of the screen, like that part of my computer screen, and not the device, not Razer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I can try to do that, but it would take some more time, and I think it's better if I test all of these off stream. So I will do that before our next stream, and for today we'll have to improvise a little. It is just like you said. It's I think the delay can be a little bit annoying sometimes, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think well, it's funny because sometimes I say, "Oh my God, something just happened," and then Carla was like, "What, teacher? What is it? Tell me." And then and then a few seconds later, she was like, "Oh, I can't believe it." So we'll be a little bit behind, but we'll see your reactions. That's it. Livia, oh sorry, Felipe and Luisa, you guys can still hear us fine.
Yes.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Let me send you the link to the live stream, and then if you guys want to watch there, that's where we'll be. Pa-pa.
I was watching like I'm seeing like some bits of the last live stream and you guys like went a little more further than I watched, so I have no idea what will happen now. But it's okay.
Really? I thought you
I'm
said
like
you were
I
like a few. I thought you were some hours into the game.
no, I don't know. I just watched like the first episode, of
I
like
see.
that video that was watching.
Got it.
Yeah,
And you guys went like a little further,
and
but it's okay. I
Uh
can catch
huh.
up.
then não dá para ver o.
It's all good. We can do a little recap, right? What did you tell Luisa about the game, Felipe? What does she know? Or Luisa, how much do you know about the first game?
It's about a dad and a daughter. No.
Yeah, that they pretty much like eventually, right?
É, the first time, yeah.
Yeah.
In a city?
That's it. The very beginning, right? That's true. Joel and
Yeah.
Sarah, his little daughter. That's right. And that's what you saw so far, Luisa. Like you don't know what happens next.
No.
Oh, okay. So I will have to spoil a little bit because this is the part that we
Alright.
played through with Carla. Because it's like the very first, I don't know, 20 minutes of the game, I would say. So it is a kind of like people call it like a zombie game because there is a sort of post-apocalyptical theme. Um, and his daughter dies, but she doesn't die like getting bitten by a zombie, right, Felipe? It's
Yeah.
so sad because she like they are fine, like they're not infected or anything, but since there's like a whole chaos going on. Like it's a disaster. Everyone's dying. People are trying to escape. Some people are getting bitten. Some people are getting infected.
It's Corona, but worse.
Yeah, it looks like at the beginning of every zombie movie, right? It's like there's a war happening, and then do you remember what happens, Livia, when they are trying to get to the safe area? Because they're driving, right? Like they're driving.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Like right on the beginning of the game.
Yes, that's it.
Oh yes, I do remember. Yes.
And then their car crashes, right?
It's Days Gone.
Yeah, Days Gone has the same vibes. That's true. So that's it.
Yeah.
So just so Luisa knows, then after that very moment, Luisa, they are trying to escape, like to a safe area that the military are improvising to receive the people that are still healthy. But then they crash their car, and when their car crashes, Sarah hurts her leg, and then she can't run. So Joel picks her up, and they start running. And then when they finally get to a safe area, the soldier sees them. Like there's this soldier that says like, "I stop right there." And he has his rifle, of course. And then he's just like a soldier getting orders and not questioning the orders, because when he tells his superiors that he sees a man with a little girl on his arms, the army just tells them, like they just tell him to shoot. So that's where Sarah dies, right?
Little Sarah. Like I didn't cry. I didn't cry when I saw him.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I didn't cry.
What about you, Felipe? Did you cry?
Like I was sorry for her, of course. Like she's a child and she's dying. Like oh my god, help her. But like, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Like kind of okay.
Like it was expected, right? Because it is a game. Like, and
yeah,
it's right. And what about you, Felipe? Did you cry or did you ever get emotional watching that scene?
Oh, it's been a long time that I see it. I don't really remember.
Oh my god! I was just telling the girls that I think I played through that part of the game like 16 times, and I cried 9 times. It makes me so sad. It is very sad, guys. But yeah, and so that's it, Luisa. The girl. It is about a dad and his daughter, but just for 20 minutes until she dies. Okay.
I got it.
And then a little bit after that, so like the game takes us 20 years into the future, but not the future, right? We just like skip 20 years and we see that society is falling. People live in quarantine zones protected by the army, but the army are kind of like a dictatorship, and they don't give people enough food. They don't give them liberty. If they even suspect that you are sick, they will test you, and if you are infected, you don't even have a chance to say any final goodbyes to anyone. They just shoot you immediately. So it is a little bit depressing, right? The beginning of the game is kind of depressing. I don't know if you guys agree. What do you think, Livia and Felipe?
Oh, I agree. Like they walk like on the street and see like it's so bad. Like oh my god, it's so great.
People getting executed on the streets, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is really sad. But it's just to show like how far humanity has gone, right? And then the thing is that Joel and Tess, his friend, they basically work as smugglers. Do you guys know what smugglers are?
No.
I don't remember.
Like I saw in the game, but like I don't know like the definition.
Yeah, I think here in Foz, guys, like this is a word that's even part of our culture, you know, like people that normally work this job, like they go to Paraguay and buy things and then come and bring it to the Brazilian side. You know, it's even like a job, not a formal job in some cases, like you don't have like you can't be registered on your carteira de trabalho and anything, but it is a job, right? Especially here on the border. Yeah. Or it is, I don't know if like it is it illegal necessarily?
I don't think so.
Because that's it, because the word sounds really bad, right? It's like contrabandista, but there is an amount that can be done without being considered illegal. Anyways, it's basically that. It's like when you go from one place to another carrying objects, carrying cargo that somebody bought or somebody wants to send to someone. And then what Joel and Tess do. They basically do that, like, and they take things from the quarantine zone to the outside. And then now they were going after this guy called Robert. I think this part of the game is a little bit boring, to be honest. But they were going after a guy called Robert that used to be like someone who worked with them, but he stole some of his guns, like some of their guns. They had some weapons, and Robert was just supposed to take the weapons somewhere, but instead he stole the weapons for himself and sold them to the Fireflies, that are this organization that are trying to fight the army. They are trying to make people free, you know, to set people free. And then I think he owed them some money, so he paid with the weapons that didn't belong to him. So now they have this agreement. The scene where we stopped is the scene where they find they killed Robert because they were interrogating him. And then he said that. So I was like, I'm sorry, I had to sell the weapons. I had no choice. And then they're like, okay, so who did you sell the weapons to? And he said, I sold them to the Fireflies, that are this organization. And they're like, okay, now we have to find the Fireflies to get the weapons back. And at the same moment, Marlene, who is the leader of the Fireflies, showed up. And she was like, okay, you just found a Firefly. Yeah, she's such a badass, right? Because she's shot. She's like almost dying, but she's just like negotiating her way. She's really strong. And then she says that if you guys want the guns back, you just have to do me a tiny favor. And now we're gonna see what the favor is. All right, can we start? Yes.
Yeah.
Should we?
I'm doing some Brigadeiro here.
Ooh!
I watch it through my phone.
You gotta send us a picture when you're done, Olivia.
Oh, okay, I'll send
I
it.
love Brigadeiro. That's it. Okay. So Luisa has never played this part, and Felipe probably doesn't remember, right?
That's it.
That's good, and we're gonna get genuine reactions. That's what I want. So this that you guys will see in a few seconds is Marlene, the lady that's going ahead.
Oh,
She's... and you guys know there will be a TV series, right?
oh yes, yeah, uh-huh.
They are recording it already. I'm so excited.
The
I bet
Pascal,
it will be like really
my
good.
favorite actor.
Yeah, they chose it was a little bit polemic, right, Felipe? Because they are not really casting like actors and actresses that look 100% like the characters, but all of them are great actors, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Ooh. Okay.
I prefer Hugh Jackman to play Joel.
Ooh,
I
oh my god, Wolverine.
You would look like him. That's right. I feel like if Taylor was right here, right now, she would become your best friend, Felipe, because she says the same. She says like, I had to be Hugh Jackman. But the problem is that Hugh Jackman is a very expensive actor, right? Very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
expensive. And I feel like the other choice could have been Nicolas, the guy that plays Jamie,
In the
right?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Ja-
that's right, Jamie Lannister. But what
Lannister.
what I heard, Felipe, is that he did the I forgot the word, like the test,
Audition.
you know? Yeah, audition. There you go. Thank you, Livia. So he participated in some auditions, and I think he tried to play as Joel.
Really?
That's what I heard
Oh.
at least. So I think they had the test, but Pedro Pascal did better, so that's why they chose him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that. I believe it's totally possible because Pedro Pascal is a really good actor, right?
Yeah, he is.
That's right.
I don't remember who's Pedro Pascal, but okay.
He was. Have you watched Wonder Woman 84? 1984.
Oh, that no, the second one.
He's the
No.
villain.
No, the second. Yeah, because he's the villain, but not villain in the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like course.
The other hand,
Yeah, he has been in the Mandalorian as well, but people say he's wearing a mask most of the times, right? So there's that, and
I haven't watched
there's
it.
only one episode
I
that he put off his mask.
Yeah, just a few scenes. That's it. And what
Yeah.
about Narcos, Livia? I have never watched that, but he's in that show.
oh okay. I heard about it, but I never watched it too.
Alright. He's not the main guy, because I think the main guy is Wagner.
Yeah, I thought it was him, but
Yeah.
and I thought, oh my god, this series, like, just because it's called Narcos, it doesn't mean like he's just Narcos on the whole series. He can be anyone.
That's true. I'll send you. We'll send you a picture later, just so you can see. Alright.
All right, thanks.
What is happening right now, guys? What do you see on the camera right now? Just
He is like walking really low, and he
like
grabbed
crouching,
something.
right? And
Yeah, and
Mhm.
yeah,
the game kind of forces
and
you
he's
to be sneaky. You know, like you have to sneak a lot because you have to be very stealthy because you don't have a lot of resources. As you guys can see, I have like 10 bullets, which is already a lot for the game. But let me see if I can
oh.
kill this guy.
Which is difficult you choose?
I'm playing on normal just to make it fast.
Okay.
So what we're doing right now
After playing 19 times.
yeah. Not 19, Livia, just like 12,
I'm
I
just
think.
kidding. No, but it's still
It is, yeah.
not 19, 18. Like
Let's see that one guy over there. Okay. What I'm doing right now, you guys will see the screen goes a little bit gray. It is the listen mode. It's like a functionality of the game that you can focus to see where the enemies are. So there are these two guys with me here, but there's another guy downstairs. Oh, not downstairs anymore. He's right here.
I guess I'm seeing like pretty like synchronized. I don't know. Are you like with your
Yeah.
gun in your hand now?
Like the girls
And you're
just
behind
popped by
something.
my side, right? Like Marlene and Tess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
Go up and down.
Like a menu?
I don't. No, like the character. Can you go up and down like real quick? Just for me
Like
to
teabag. Okay, I'm strangling a guy right now with you. And I just finished. I'm gonna get the other one. I'll
Okay.
I'll
So
do what you
I understand where you now. Where
Nah.
are you now?
just a few seconds behind, I suppose. Right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. There's the other guy's coming. Let me just wait until he's here. And the coolest thing, I don't know if Felipe knows this, Felipe, but when I played the hardest difficulties, this is something that I saw a guy doing on a video, and it's really
Hi.
useful. What Felipe?
Which guy?
I don't remember now. I think it is a guy like from a Trophy Hunter channel who basically gives you tips, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was playing like on the hardest difficulty, and sometimes the game can get pretty dark. Like you are in very dark places and you can't see the enemies. And on the hardest difficulty, we don't have this, like the listen mode. You cannot see the enemies. You have to use your vision in real life, you know, to see where they are. And then he gave this tip, because when you're walking with a brick or a bottle on your hand, you guys see there's like a little circle that's partially cut on the screen, right?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. And then when there is an enemy approaching, you guys will see that the circle automatically tracks the enemy. So this is very useful on the hardest difficulties. Like even if you can't see the enemy, if you walk with a brick on your hand, it will... look at that. You see?
It's so useful.
It is very useful because it automatically detects where the enemy is. And the best part, you will see in a second, is this. You can just hit them with the brick and knee to the face. So good, right? Did you guys see me killing that guy? I'm so good at this game.
No, you're almost throwing the, the thing.
I spoiled it. I'm sorry, guys.
We're getting there now. Now you you did it.
Yes, now you throw the break.
The brick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The delay's kind of annoying, right? It's all good. So now we're
Yeah, but it's okay for now.
yeah, I think it's like we can survive it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yes, again.
So the brick doesn't really have like this, it's not the main purpose of the brick. We normally use it to distract enemies, but as you can see, it can be much more useful than just that, right? You can stun enemies, you can see where they are. And this is kind of sad, but I'm waiting. Marlene, where are you? Well, you have never gone like platinum hunting for The Last of Us, right, Felipe? Like you never tried the platinum trophy, right?
No, I wanna play on normal.
Normal, yeah. I see it. It is even on normal, it's already a hard game, right? It's
Yeah.
a hard game. So to get the platinum trophy,
Especially the part of where Abby against the enemy, the high.
Yeah, but that's the second one,
Yeah.
right? Not the first one.
Yeah, the second one.
That's right. The first one, if you ever play it, I was telling Livia about the trophies before, and Luisa as well. There is something, girls, about it that like there's a trophy where you have to unlock all the conversations. Like there are optional conversations that you have to unlock if you want to get the platinum trophy. But the problem, for example, right now you guys can see that I am walking around these 3 dead men, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So they are members of the Fireflies, and Marlene, the other lady that's with us, she's their leader. And there should be an optional conversation right here. So Marlene should be here waiting for me to start a conversation, but she's not here. She's like,
Where is she?
she's downstairs. She's just like, bye. She's waiting on the checkpoint, and she shouldn't. She should be here waiting
Yeah.
for me. So there are these tiny bugs that make the game a little bit annoying. There she is. And that sometimes even make it like they jeopardize people's platinum hunting. Anyway, so here Marlene is. I believe it is right now or pretty soon. She's trying to get us to the thing that she wants us to take to the other side of the city. So you guys remember, right? What was the story with Robert, the guy that stole the weapons?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, that we have to. She wants a favor from Marlene, from Tess and Joel, right? She wants us to take something out of the city. So let's see.
Is it on final? Yes.
Now he's with Marlene again.
Yeah, Marlene is there, huh? What did you say, Felipe?
Is it on final? Right?
What do you mean on the
On the final of the game.
at the end? No. What do
Yeah.
you mean? It's just the beginning, Felipe. What are you talking about? You don't remember this game at all, right?
No. No.
Oh wait, was it a real question or you were
I just
joking?
On hospital.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the hospital. Yes, so that's very far ahead. This is barely the beginning of the game. You guys will see. So we don't know yet. Marlene just said, if you guys want your weapons back, I need you to do a favor for me. There it is. You see, he's like, what are we smuggling? She's like, I'll show you. And now we're about to find out. So we know that Joel, at the very beginning, there's the thing with Sarah, and he lost his daughter that was like 14 years old. Then 20 years passed, and he's a very lonely man. He's even like rude at most times, but And now we're here.
Now she said, like, o que estamos contrabandeando? Ela vai falar, vou mostrar aqui.
Yeah, you guys are a few seconds.
I'm sorry. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I stop talking because I'm eating.
No worries.
Don't worry, this is fixable. I got us help. But I can't come with you.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie,
And that was happening like a cutscene or something.
Yeah, it is a cutscene, huh?
We're smuggling her.
there's a crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol
Woo!
building.
First,
That's not a
He's tough, right?
You're capable.
Get your hands off her.
You hand her the weapons, and the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapon.
oh, Ellie is a part of the.
But she's not crossing to that part of town.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's not part of the Fireflies, but her mother was Marlene's best friend.
Oh, I see.
So she's like she's an orphan because her mother died when she was just a little baby, and then her mother asked to Marlene to take care of her. So they're kind of like friends slash not mother and daughter, because Marlene and Ellie don't really have like a like a connection.
Jessica.
What, Felipe? Go ahead.
A bond.
Ellie brings the same bag.
The what? Sorry.
It's the same bag with Ellie.
No, it's not the same one as the it is kinda, because you remember there is that scene at the museum in the second game.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, so at that moment when she's a teenager, she's still using this backpack that we see right now. But then, like the main one in the second game is a little bit different. That's it. So,
But it's the same button.
It is. I think she
Yeah.
uses some of them on the
Oh,
other. Yeah, it's so cute, right? It shows that she's still like
yeah.
a little girl. What did you say, Felipe? Sorry, I think your voice cut.
The same bottom.
Yes, that's right. Like the
Like
decoration. Mm-hmm. So that's it. So she isn't a firefly, but she's protected by them somehow, you know? Because Livia was
I
asking
see, I
if she is.
see.
Yeah. And then it doesn't show right now, but the name of the chapter that we're playing is The Cargo. So we just found out that the cargo is Ellie, right? This is she is the
Oh.
thing that Marlene wants us to take to the other side of the city. And this is the moment of vulnerability because Joel is trying his best to be a tough man that has no feelings. Because when he had feelings for a girl that was his daughter, right? When he loved the last time he loved a kid and took care of a kid, the kid died. So he doesn't want to go through that again. And you're gonna see that he's very rude to Ellie, right, Felipe? Yeah, the very beginning. So this is the very beginning. This is when they know each other. And Joel, as you guys can see, he's very I don't know. The word we would use in Portuguese would be like na defensiva, right? Because he's like, no, I don't
Yeah,
want.
I see.
Yeah, like
Like
you guys see what I mean. Right?
he's
I want Joel to
uh-huh.
Bullshit, I'm not
Poor guy because like he already had a daughter that died.
Yeah.
So it's understandable
Mm-hmm.
why he's like that.
his brother Tom.
Yeah, I think if I were in his place, I would be the same way. Like I would not be able to.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
They are just talking about Tommy. You guys will see it.
He was a
Mm.
good man.
It's positive, like it's too positive for me, but we'll get there.
I'll try to keep it a mystery for now.
It's cargo, Joel.
Okay, so now we gone back.
You'll be fine. Now go with him.
Don't take long. And you, stay close. Let's go.
Joel, why you gotta be so rude? Yeah, you guys will see that. Like that, this is the coolest part about the game, in my opinion. I don't know if Felipe agrees, but like, it's not just the cutscenes, but like the dialogues you have while playing the game. You see the characters talking. That helps build the story. You know, like if you pay attention to how they interact, you see how their relationship starts like badly, right?
Yeah, we see the relationship will increase.
Yeah,
What happened?
because at first he's like,
Fireflies. Same thing.
That's so important to the person that are like playing too because you see like you grow like with them, you know. Sometimes you don't like a character very much, but
that's true. Like you
Then
start catching
you-
feelings, right?
yeah, you get used to it.
That's right. That's exactly how I felt like when I started playing the game. I was like,
It's
okay,
difficult to play with Webby.
what, Felipe?
It's so difficult to me to play with Abby on the second one.
Ah, yes. Livia doesn't know the reason yet. Felipe, so let's give it a answer. But Felipe is already thinking of
Oh
the second
my.
one because that's the last one. I mean, everyone played it last year, I
No.
believe, right? Yeah, we'll get there eventually, Livia. Then you will know why. But
Okay.
yeah, I guess the second game is much more polemic than the first one. Much more
Yeah.
polemic.
Sure it is.
Yeah. And then the first one, that's like we were saying before, like I remember playing through this and I was like, Joel, why you gotta be so rude? Like I understand his reasons, but just like Livia said, like if you pay attention to the dialogues, it makes you feel sad for Ellie, right? Because she's just like an orphan. She tries her best to be nice to people, to follow, to obey the adults and everything, but she also wants to talk and, you know, like be a teenager. But she only has very responsible adults that are just trying to do their job and not talk to her in her life. That's so sad.
How are we supposed to reach that?
And like if you stop to think, like it's not even their fault because like look at their situation. They're like in the middle of something so crazy. And
Yeah.
everybody has to be like so responsible and everything. So
Yeah. Like they have to be tough
It's
all the
hard.
time, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. And especially Joel, like he has his reasons not to want to talk to her and know
Yeah,
anything
and
about
I see.
her.
he has the right to not be like too nice to her because
Yeah.
poor guy.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys. Like, if it were me, if I had lost a child, I would also be very defensive. I would just like, hey, tell you, your name is Ellie. Okay, it's all good. Don't talk to me about anything else, okay?
Sometimes.
You ever smuggle a kid?
I don't know if I would like try to get a new child. I don't know, like not to be substitute the other child,
I
but I
see.
don't know. I would like to create a bond like with create more bonds with more people
Yeah.
because I guess I don't like to feel alone, you know. So
Uh-huh.
that's what I would do.
And I'm
That's right. And that's the thing about it. Okay. I'm kind of talking over an important part. Sorry, guys. You'll see it in a minute. She's Yeah, but what you said right there, Livia, and I don't know if Luisa has seen all of this for the first time, right, Luisa? As well.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, you'll see. Like, I don't know if Felipe agrees, but I think this is the best part of why. I remember when I first told some students, like, there's this student. She's 13, I believe. Sharini, if you're watching this, hello. She studies at Interactive and she plays like a lot of Fortnite and FIFA. So when I remember when I told her and these other girls that like they don't like video games that much, but I told them about this game and I was like, oh, it made me cry. And they're like, teacher, como é que você chora com videogame? It's because this one, you know, like, it's not just like passing levels, right, Felipe? This one is not about like scoring points and etc. Like, this is pretty much a playable film, like a movie, and you have a story.
Especially the second one.
Yeah, the second one makes you cry even more, right? Well, that's the thing. And then the thing about it, just like Livia was saying, it also, I think, it also teaches us some like valuable lessons about life. Of like, if we were in Joel's shoes, what would you do? So just like Livia said, I think I would also, like, especially in a case like this, it makes sense that he is all tough and everything. But I think I would be like, you know, like, okay, new people, maybe like Ellie, like having interacting with another kid and maybe forming a bond like father and daughter that would help give purpose again, right?
Yes.
Is it?
Such a beautiful.
Totally.
All right, there's another cutscene now. I'll stay quiet to see your reactions.
Okay, like they it's getting there, I guess.
Yeah, I was just waiting by the door too.
What are you doing?
Killing time.
Yeah, like they're walking around a white door. Now he entered. Okay, it started.
Your watch is broken. You mumble in your sleep. I hate bad dreams.
Yeah, me too.
And the soundtrack, right, Felipe?
You know, I've never been to
Yes.
the outside. Look how dark it is. Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
What on earth do the Fireflies want with you?
Hey. Sorry it took so long. Soldiers fucking everywhere.
Oh.
Merlene.
Show me. I saw the merchandise. It's a lot. Wanna do this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, the cutscene is over here. I'll wait until you guys are done.
All right.
Think it's a bit strange that they're having us do their smuggling.
Marlene wanted to do it herself. We weren't their first choice. Or the second, for that matter. She's lost a lot of men. Beggars can't be choosers.
Let's just hope there's someone alive to pay us.
Someone will be around.
She just said a very interesting sentence here, guys, that I believe, like, if we were studying this in W10, right, it would be like an idiom. She said, beggars can't be choosers. Have you guys ever heard that?
No, the cutscene has ended.
That's right, just now. Okay, sorry. A little spoiler for when you guys get to the next dialogue.
what's the idiom again? Like beggars will not.
Beggars can't be choosers. It's like if you are in
Oh,
a,
can be
in a
choosers.
situation, yeah, like you can't really choose. I think it's like when we say like a cavalo dado não se olha os dentes, right?
No. Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, that's right.
Like translating it to our language.
Yeah, because you are in a situation where you can't make the rules, right? You just have to accept whatever
Some
comes your way.
Beyblade's daughter or something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Ah, and then speaking like that's why I was like, when Tess arrived, you guys will see. For the TV series, you saw who they chose for the role, right, Felipe?
I need you to follow our lead and
Choose to play who?
Tess.
Uh,
She's gonna play Tess.
who is?
It is one of my favorite actresses. I was so happy when they announced it. Can you guys imagine that, like having your favorite actress play one of your favorite characters in your favorite video game? The adaptation to TV series.
I only see Joel's and Ellie's actors.
Yeah, I can send you guys the full pictures of the cast, and then you guys tell me if you agree or not later. It's been very polemic as well. Not everybody agrees, but I believe they chose really good actors, you know? Like, maybe they're not... Like, they don't look 100% like the characters, but they can really do a good job.
All right. We're good. Come on up.
I guess I saw on Twitter that
Come on.
like that famous person was
The one that...
I don't know. I don't know. She was it was a girl and she had like short hair, and it was blonde.
It's raining.
Yeah, that's right. Sort of... because she has... Oh, Felipe! You do know her! You have watched Mindhunter, haven't you?
Yeah, I see it.
The Anna Torv, the actress that plays Wendy Carr, she's going to be Tess.
Is she?
She's gonna be Tess. She's like,
Oh,
she is a really good actress, isn't she?
oh, I love this series.
Yeah, me too.
That's the first season.
Yeah, I remember like when she used to. What? Sorry, Felipe.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched the 2 seasons. And it was canceled. I was so sad.
I don't know you, but I just like the season 1.
Yeah, I guess season 2 had its problems, but I didn't like it. It is really sad because they were trying to put some plot like to continue to the 3rd one, right? Like they really wanted to have a 3rd season. So sad. But I used to watch Anna Torv when I was like your age. I mean, younger than you guys. I was 15, and she was the protagonist of my then favorite show, Fringe. So I have watched Anna Torv for like 10 years now. And she is a really good actress. That's why I'm so happy they chose her, you know?
I'm seeing her picture now, and now I know who's Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, that's right.
too.
Bella Ramsey. Most of the characters, most of the actors and actresses have been in Game of Thrones. Like Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey.
You scan him, I'll call it in.
Pascal, he has such a familiar face.
Uh-huh.
Hands on your head.
He looks like Pedro Pimenta. No, Pedro Pimenta. I forgot. Let me search for it. He's a Brazilian actor.
Let me see.
It's not Pedro Pimenta.
Better make this worth your while.
Shut up. What's the ETA?
Couple minutes.
His name is not Pedro Pimenta, but it's something Pimenta. I forgot.
That's okay.
His first name.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
cutscene
they're
now.
surrounded now.
Yes.
Look,
I'll wait until you
I
guys
thought we were just gonna
finish watching it.
hold him up or something.
Oh, shit. Look.
With Pedro Pascal, doesn't it? Like he's laughing and then he starts to cry. I don't know.
Yeah, I can be.
There.
I'm not infected.
Do you know like this meme?
Just lying.
Mm,
I can explain.
He's like on a call, like on
This.
I don't know, maybe Zoom, I guess. And he's laughing a lot and then he starts he starts crying.
oh my god, I've never seen that.
I'll set you up.
I'll search for it.
Okay. You mean like the actor himself, or it's like a scene? In
Yeah,
the
like
scene?
he the actor.
They're having like a Zoom call. You said, right?
Yes, yeah.
I always remember when people say like somebody laughing then not laughing anymore. I always remember Thais from Big Brother. It's so funny the way she did it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my. Alright. Let me know when the cutscene's over.
All right.
When I give you the signal, we run.
Signal. Run.
He just said Tess, corre. And then they're running now.
Yeah. The most important thing about the cutscene, Luisa and Livia, since you girls don't know the story just yet. Did you notice what happened and why Ellie stabbed the soldier and why they had to kill the soldiers?
Why?
Oh no. I guess I missed that.
Yeah, it's because they were testing all of them. They had this little machine, right? To test if they were infected. And Ellie is infected. But she's not just infected. She just showed her scar.
Oh.
Yeah, they are the reason why she's so important, and Marlene wants them to take her to another area, like where the Fireflies will take care of her and take her to another place, is because she was bitten 3 weeks ago, and she is still okay. And normally people turn like in hours, you know, within hours.
Oh, that's so... Ooh,
Yeah.
she may be the cure for it. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I just messed up. You guys will see in a second. My stealth has
They're walking on a hole now.
Yeah. My stealth has gone to shit. I don't like to say bad words, but it's what happened. You guys can see. But that's the thing. So she is immune, and they want to take her to scientists that work with the Fireflies to see if they can develop maybe a vaccine, you know, or something to give humans some hope.
You restarted the encounter.
It didn't work as planned. I was doing my best to be stealthy. Because I could just, like, at that moment, you can't even try to fight them, you know, because they are, like, above us. They have the high ground. They have the advantage. They can just shoot me dead. So the reason, guys, why they are
Yes.
chasing... Go, Felipe.
I have to keep for a while. It's okay?
Uh-huh. You mean, like, you have to go for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Is Luisa still gonna be there, or she'll have to leave as well?
I have to take her on her house.
Because my dad is angry. Alright.
Oh, no problem, Luisa. I hope it's all good.
Sorry.
You can watch it later to see what you
It's
missed,
okay.
okay?
I will watch the true ones.
Okay. We're getting... Now it's just the beginning, but we're gonna get important places next. Thank you for coming, Luisa. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Livia
Bye.
will be
Nice.
the comentarista meanwhile, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I love this scene. If you're gonna see in a second, Livia, but I remember, you know, like when you re-evaluate your journey as a The Last of Us player. Like I've been playing this game for 6 years now, almost 7. And this part right here, you're gonna see how fast I go through it without fighting or doing anything. But like the first time you play it, you waste all your bullets. You kill 4 enemies, but the 5th one kills you, and you get so frustrated. It's funny because like
that's so sad.
yeah, it is, and it is a very hard game. I mean, like it's hard to find games with the same mechanics, you know. And then to anyone, even if you are an experienced player, like if you play a lot of video games, people tend to suffer a lot when they first play The Last of Us because it's different. And I remember suffering a lot. I remember hating the game. I was like, I'm never gonna finish this.
And now you play it 12 times.
Yeah. I even want to, like, one day I want to try playing it blindfolded, you know, like without
Oh my
seeing.
god.
I know it sounds like I would just be flexing, you know, like a Mizibino, but I really want to see if I can pull it off because I think I've played it so often that I can, like, I know some routes by heart. I know where to go. I know when to shoot, when to avoid fights.
You can be flexing then.
Yeah,
It's
I hope
okay.
so. I hope I can.
At least we're out of the rain.
Target's still on the loose, sir. Break off pursuit and report back to Sector 11.
Breakout
I think they
pursuit.
see us. Stay in the shadows.
And
Oh,
if
they're
you see,
hold now.
yeah, if you see their voice actors, Livia, I think you'll be shocked because, for example, Ellie, she is voiced by a woman that's like 30 something, I believe. And it's like,
Like, I guess this happens a lot because of Brazil, like, um,
No. They're still
voice actors.
uh-huh. They tend to play like younger characters, right?
anything we can use.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because
right.
they're very experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we don't even realize.
Yeah. And the
And I
girl-
remember you said something about it too because there's that scene that Ellie plays like the guitar
Yes, that's true. And the Brazilian
and she
voice
sings
actors.
very
Uh-huh.
yeah, she's pretty similar to the English voice.
That's true.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and the Brazilian one, like, it's just like we said before, they're really talented. Like, the cast in Portuguese, I would even say, like, for example, not saying that oh my god, the original voice actors are not good, you know? On the other hand, like, I mean, the contrary, they're really good. Probably the best at what they do because they are in a lot of video games. But the Brazilian voices, for most of the characters, they seem to fit even better, like especially Joel, if you watch with the voices in Portuguese. He has a very he's played by Luis Carlos Percy. Do you know Padrinhos Mágicos, right? The cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember Timmy's dad?
We can make it through here.
Father. Oh yeah,
the
I
voice-
do.
"Hey, Timmy! It's the same actor.
Yeah,
It's hard to
he's-
believe it. And then
His voice is so cool.
yeah, his voice is
Like
like
it's so
perfect
like.
for Joel. That's true. And like he can be goofy when he has to, right? Because Timmy's dad is pretty goofy, like a pretty silly guy.
Yeah.
And then in The Last of
All
Us,
the
he
time.
sounds like very experienced and a man that has suffered a lot. He's a really versatile voice actor.
Being a voice actor must be like it's so I don't know, so different.
Yeah.
But like it's still so important like for our culture and everything because a lot of people don't like know English and other languages.
That's true.
That's so important.
And they're like,
Like,
sometimes they
it-
know the voice actors better than like some actors even, right? Like some actors
Yeah.
you see.
She said that
That's true.
they have their own little corner.
It's so important. Now it's happening in a cutscene.
Yes,
It
that's right.
started. No.
I've
Uh-huh.
heard that before, huh?
No, no, Ellie is explaining herself.
And then
Hmm.
whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
Me neither. Tess, what the hell are we doing here?
What if
So like a child. She's such a child. I just saw like pictures of her like when she's a little older and she's so little.
To remind
She still looks like she has the face of a baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But her hair is still the same.
that's true. And you be careful, okay, Olivia, because you might end up seeing a lot of spoilers if you keep looking for pictures of The Last of Us. Not for this one,
Yeah,
because I think there are some things, of course, that are a lot of things to happen in the first game. But the second one, like, it's so controversial and like even small details. If you just see a tiny picture, that will change everything, you know, to how you see the story.
Ooh.
I remember seeing that.
I
and was
like
so-
the things that I see like on Instagram, like random things. I guess it has not a probability of showing anything like spoilers or
Ooh,
something.
that's good. That's good,
I-
especially if it's
I
just for
hope.
the first one. I hope.
Right, and if like I am watching it now, I hope it doesn't like it shows up anything like any spoilers on my Instagram or my Twitter or something.
That's true. We always joke, right, that maybe like Facebook, Instagram, and all these social networks
Yeah.
are always spying us. Please listen to this. Don't show me spoilers, right?
Show me, please. Oh my.
I find this scene so relaxing. This is, I don't know if you will remember, but I a while ago I sent you this video and I think we're talking. There was this lesson about music, and you remember the text. We're talking about music, how music can help you relax. I don't know what lesson it was, but there was this lesson in W10 about music.
I guess I remember.
Yeah, and then Felipe and I were talking about like, for example, I like to listen to the Last of Us soundtrack when I'm having a hard time to fall asleep, and he says, I listen to it when I'm trying to concentrate at work. And there's this this video on YouTube that's like 2 hours, I believe, and there's this picture right here that you will see in a second, like with the buildings, you know, like the fallen buildings.
Oh yes, I just saw them.
Yeah, it's like
I'm seeing that.
it's sad and like beautiful at the same time, right?
Yeah, I agree.
This is something like that it's very The Last of Us. People always joke like it's like maluco vê a foto de qualquer coisa tomada por relva. Ai meu Deus, The Last of Us. But it's pretty much like that, you know, because but it looks nice. I feel like this is like something about post-apocalyptical worlds, but especially in The Last of Us, like this little detail of like nature taking its space back, you know.
Yeah.
I think this is what makes the game
It's so crazy because like if we stop like doing everything, this will happen for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Even like if humanity is not gone, if we just stop living life the way we live right now, maybe this would happen. That's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. And now we're gonna. Oh, my controller is acting crazy. Okay, it's back to normal.
What the hell?
Let me like.
Test you
Oh
got that.
wait.
Yeah. For now. Come on.
Those buildings are so beautiful. It's so like tragic, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, like there is some beauty in it, right?
Yeah.
Now there's the Capitol building.
So they are trying to take her to the Capitol building, and we
This is the downtown area?
we can see it from
Was.
here.
Now it's a giant wasteland.
So crazy. Look at that. Like I always remember whenever I get to this part, they're like, "Oh, it's quite a drop," and I was like, it's not that much. Then I look down, I was like, "Whoa, it is quite a drop." And then just to
Oh, I just saw it. Yes. So.
it is one hell of a drop, right?
Uh-huh.
And then look at this building. Like it's so tall that we can barely see the top.
Yes.
Even if we try. Oh, and the thing we talk about, like the second one, Olivia, it came out last year in June, so it's been like a year and a month, I would say. It came out on June 19th, so a year, a month, and 2 weeks, I would say. And if you were like in a scene, in a scenario just like this in the second game, the game is so realistic and they worked so hard on details that if you had a sniper, for example, and you shot like any window, like on the 25th floor, for example, the window breaks, you know, if you shoot it.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. I was like, again, it's kind of funny to even think that they paid designers to work on that, you know, like, no, someone will shoot the window, so you make the windows break. But it's crazy, yeah, they gave...
It's so crazy how far they have been like with graphics and everything.
Yeah, that's true. Like, video games have evolved a lot, right?
Yeah, like you see like Tomb Raider, like the first ones.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Everything is
And then you see,
triangular,
like,
right?
Yes, everything is a square, and it's kind of like the pixels are kind of. But now you see like it's so good. Oh, and we were talking about like voice actors, and I just remembered Cyberpunk. The voice actors were pretty good too.
Oh, in English, right? Because I think or do they have it in Portuguese?
No, in Portuguese.
Oh,
In
really?
Portuguese.
Oh.
Yes, the voice actors. Like there was a lot of memes about the voice actors.
I have to, like I still want to. I believe one day, because like Cyberpunk was a game that caused a lot of fuzz. It was meant to come out, like it was going to come out last year, and it was going to run for Game of the Year against The Last of Us 2, right? I don't know if you saw that. And then I just remember, like, especially since I am a The Last of Us fan, but it's not because I'm saying, like, The Last of Us is 100% superior to every other game, blah, blah, blah. But everybody was saying that The Last of Us was lucky because Cyberpunk would destroy The Last of Us. And I was like, okay. I was like, let's see, right? Let's just wait. And then it was so sad because when, like, everybody had so many expectations, and when Cyberpunk finally came out, it was so disappointing. Like,
Yeah,
I really
and
wish it had been as great as people were saying it would be, right?
yes, it's very disappointing because I wasn't even expecting for the game. I just know some things about games, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the things that I would like say on it on the internet about they talking about it was so like, oh my god,
Yeah,
they're developing this game for such a long time, and
that's true.
like there's a fire out of nowhere. Like it's so crazy.
Yeah, it just to think of it like cuz just like you said, I think they had been working on the game for over a decade, and then it is a
Yeah.
game that a lot of people have like had been expecting for a while. They really wanted to play it. And also like to think of all the effort that the people who worked on it put in there, right? Like they really
Yeah.
dedicated. But I think that the game would probably have needed like I don't know, 2 more years or 3 more years of development until.
Yeah, but it was like the thing about the game too. It was like pretty hyped. Like everyone was expecting
Yeah,
it.
that's
So I guess if they were like they were going to release it in a year before, like the last year, right?
yeah, uh-huh. That's
And
right.
then everybody was so hyped that I think that they oh my god, let's just launch it
It's like we
and see what
can't keep them
happens.
waiting any longer, right?
Yeah,
That's
but I guess if they have waited, they would like they wouldn't like the Last of Us one. They competed with the Last of Us on the Game Awards, like the same category, and the Last of One the Last of Us won, doesn't it?
Ah, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they actually didn't. Like, Cyberpunk couldn't even run for it because it was released in 2020, but it was released after the deadline they had to submit.
Uh-huh.
So, and I even
I
think,
understand.
yeah, I know it sounds like something. It's not even like, I don't know. I'm not saying like they were scared or anything, but the developers knew the state of the game and that it would not have many chances, you know? So I believe they kept delaying it for the public because like they were trying to improve the game, and the game was not ready to be published yet. So they were trying to make it a little bit better, and also because if they had tried to go against The Last of Us, the game would just be destroyed, you know, because The Last of Us, they
Poor
did.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I feel bad, but I mean, like at the same time, hopefully, if people give it, like they give it another chance, like, the same thing happened to a game called No Man's Sky. There's this game called No Man's Sky that was a fiasco when it came out, just like Cyberpunk, you know,
Really?
same story. Like it was very ambitious. A lot of people wanted to play it, and like if the final product was as good as the idea, it would have been like one of the best games ever. But when it first came out, it was like very problematic. You know, lots of
Oh.
bugs. It was pretty much like Cyberpunk. And then
That's so sad.
it was, yeah. But the coolest thing, like if you look at it now, it is considered like one of the coolest games to play because the developers, they even were. I think some people even threatened to take them to court. You know, like to sue them, and because they paid when they wanted their money back, the developers simply disappeared. So everybody was like,
Oh
okay,
my god.
did they just run with our money, you know?
Like it just happened with Cyberpunk too. A lot of people wanted a return.
They
I
wanted their
forgot.
money back. That's true.
Refund. Yeah.
A refund, that's true. Yeah. And they gave it because I think they were trying to avoid exactly what happened to No Man's Sky, because like what
Yeah.
what the developers did with No Man's Sky was risky, like so risky that they could even go to jail, I believe, but they managed to do it right because they simply disappeared, but they took the time. Like when they disappeared, they were working really hard to fix the game, you know. And now they were back, and they're like, we have a lot of updates. You guys are gonna see we did our best to make the game what we had in mind in the first place. And they were finally able to release like so many updates to fix the game that actually fixed it, that now people love the game, you know. So
That's so good.
it is good, yeah, and I hope the same thing happens to Cyberpunk because it is a really good idea. Like I remember I wanted to buy the game when they first announced it.
Yes, I remember seeing on the mall, like, oh my god, that's even here.
Yeah.
Right on
That's
the
nice.
vitrine, I forgot the name.
Yeah, I guess they just have a shopping window. Like they don't really have a name for vitrine.
É?
Yeah.
Sério? Nossa.
Yeah, because you know, like when you say like, like just like passar vontade no shopping. Ah, a gente vai só olhar as vitrines. They just say window shopping.
É.
Like, why?
Oh, yeah, they say that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why don't they have a word for it, right?
Saúde. Yeah. Daisy is with me. Like my family is on church. And I'm,
who's
and
with
I'm here
you?
with Daisy. What?
Is it Daisy? Who?
Daisy, my dog. My dog.
Of course, say blessing to your dog. I do that too. I feel it, Olivia. Don't worry. I was like, maybe Daisy's a cousin or something. I thought.
No. She's crying. I don't know what she wants. It's
Aw.
like, Daisy. It's okay.
It's like I want attention, mommy.
Yeah.
Look at this. And this one game, like the first one, came out in 2013, so it's been 8 years, and it's kind of crazy to believe. Like,
Oh.
you know, it looks nice for an 8-year-old game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
2013, right?
13, yeah.
Oh my god.
I cannot say anything.
Hold
on.
He's just looking at Joyce. He's with the thing on his. He's with the brick on his hand.
Yeah, you will see in a second. Yeah, and even this brick, like what I'm doing right now, holding the brick, this is something that I learned watching tutorials for the hardest difficulty. Because these, like the clickers, the one that is, there's a clicker right now going around, they have the most sensitive hearing in the game. So even if you make like a slight movement, they will be able to detect you, you know? And there's this trick, like this little hack that people do when they're playing the hardest difficulty. Like if you walk with a brick on your hand, crouching, like I'm doing right now, this is the... Elle is so funny. This is the slowest speed you can walk at in the game. So if you do that,
because
they won't hear you.
Because of the brick, like it's heavy.
Yeah, and
there's
also,
like a logic.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that might be it. Because you can also do it with a bow, I believe. Like if you're aiming the bow, and walking, crouch walking, it's the slowest speed. So it's probably because they programmed the character to do it very slowly, you know.
Mhm.
Don't look down.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess Ellie said, eu só sujei as calças. That was what you were laughing.
Yeah, it's like such small details, but she just shows that she's a kid, right? She's a teenager.
Yeah.
Go, Joel, come on. Look at this. The Capitol building over there.
She's funny, Daisy. She's funny. She's just looking at me with one paw like up. I don't know what you want. Give me a liquor. I guess she wants to go outside.
It's all good if you're gonna take her. You're gonna take her
I
potty.
will
It's just like, you know, when they want to go pee pee.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe she wants to go.
That's all good. I'll be waiting. Oh.
I'm with myself. I will see on YouTube on myself.
Ah, that's true. I forgot you did that. Let me see. Swap. Okay. Oh my god, I could be playing the game on the plus difficulty. Like when you play, for example, New Game Plus, you get all the upgrades and everything. Because, for example, right now I have a revolver and a pistol. If I want to switch weapons, I have to do the animation you just saw. Like Joel will kneel and open his backpack and then pick the other weapon, which takes a lot of time, you know?
Ooh.
And then you can also, like, when you have the upgrades, you can just press another key and he has like a holster, like a coldre. So it doesn't take too long.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that. My life would be so much easier. Let's see. And this part of the game right here, just remember, because almost everyone quits at this bit, because this combat scene right here is so hard. There are like 6 infected, I think, and they are so hard to kill.
The people that are infected are so like weird. They skin their skin.
Yeah.
It's so like wobbly. I don't know.
Yeah, especially the clickers, right? They look like their face looks like papel mache, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my.
It's because
It's okay.
I was focused on talking and I didn't realize I kept walking towards the infected. And the infected was like,
Oh my god.
You saw it?
Oh.
Oh, this game. Okay, I'll keep it quiet this time.
I just saw the scene. Oh.
It's so scary, you know, when you think you're doing well and they just turn around like, ah!
Yeah. And you with the brick on your hand, like just going towards him.
Trying to be extra
So fun.
careful but bumping into the infected. Such a great idea, right?
Yeah. One thing, you are with your lantern.
I can
Is it
say,
lantern?
flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight. That's the word.
Uh-huh.
And one thing about games, I hate like game flashlights. They don't work. They just don't work. It
Especially
seems
like
like
in
they
Outlast, right?
don't. What?
Like especially in Outlast, right? That are games where you have to keep recharging the battery and
Yeah, it's so like they don't work. Why do they do that at all? And like just like in horror films, it's so like it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I guess like in the Last
That's
of Us,
something about games that like upset me.
Yeah.
Flashlights.
yeah, they tend to be like the worst part of every game. I agree. Like if you see The Last of
Yeah.
Us 2 though, people were joking about it because like I guess if you see it, Joel's flashlight is so much more powerful than Ellie's, because in the second game you play a lot as Ellie, you know, she's grown up and everything. And her like if you play the first game and then you play the second, it's frustrating because her flashlight is just like you mentioned. It feels useless, you know, like it doesn't help, and it doesn't help at all. And you're like, why can't it be like Joel's?
That's so sad.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I like about playing the game on normal difficulty. Like there are so many items around.
You just like Deu Mata-Leão
Yeah.
on a zombie.
I killed that one guy there. I think there are 3 more that I have to worry about. There is the clicker, and the clicker can be a pain in the ass sometimes. But the worst parts are the ones that keep walking. So the ones that are just walking and like yelling, they are not the runners. I think they are runners. So they are more active, and because of that, it's harder to choose a route, you know, like when you're trying to decide where to go, you have to consider where they're going as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
To
trigger,
avoid them.
yeah, that's right. And the problem is not even that they're not hard to kill, but the problem is that if they see you, they will alert the others, and then all your plan is gone to trash, you know.
This reminds me a lot of Minecraft. I don't know, like that's the game that I played the most in my life, so a lot of things I remember of Minecraft.
Oh my
But when you have like the other dimension, the Nether. I don't know if you heard about it or if you
Yeah, I
played
heard it.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I played it. Like,
Yeah.
it just happened to leave.
Really? Oh my god.
You'll see it in a
Oh
minute.
my.
But it's, yeah, I never had the courage to go into the Nether by myself. But you have, I believe, right?
Yeah. And there's pigments. They are like they're like pigs and they're zombies.
Uh-huh.
And if you like hit one, you. Oh my god! Again, yeah, the zombies coming after. Oh my god! That's so. Oh my god! He beat you.
Yeah, it's because like I was
Vampire.
strangling him, and the other one saw me, like the one that I
Yeah.
told you about. So when he saw me, he yelled, like he shouted, and the clicker was alerted as well.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm gonna do it the hard way then. They don't really give me a choice, and I have a lot of ammo to play around.
So yeah, I was talking about the pigment, and then if you hit once, like a lot of all of them, like come after you, and there's a lot of more.
That's true. I forgot about that. I remembered I feared them, but I was like, why? Because they're not scary creatures, right? But like, that's why.
Yeah, and they don't attack you. Like you can walk around them.
Yeah.
But if you hit one, like 1,000 come after you.
Then you gotta prepare for the others, right?
Mhm.
Ah! This guy's on my tail right now. Ah!
Oh my God, you're trying to
Come on down.
to shoot the clip.
Yeah, I was like, I missed the shot, so that was a little bit embarrassing.
It happens. It happens.
It happens.
Sometimes talking and playing it can be hard. I don't know if I could. It would be
Yeah.
like on the beginning of the game till this day.
I guess like yeah, since like this part here is just because like it can be really frustrating, and also like sometimes I do this in all difficulties, you know, like I try being stealthy once. If it doesn't work, I'll just like waste my bullets if I have to.
Mhm.
But it and also because like if I keep trying to play this part perfectly, it will take a lot of time, and you're here for the story, right? Not for the gameplay.
Yeah, I like gameplays. Like I watch a lot of not a lot of, but I just watched this one. But I like to watch RPG. I don't know. Is it the same thing? Oh no, RPG. Yeah, it's the same thing in English. But of course, yeah, and because it's role play gaming, I forgot. And yeah, I like to see like the mechanics of it. And I just finished the Cellbit.
He does a lot of that,
RPG.
right?
Yeah, and it's so good. Like, what?
Which
can
one is
ask.
it that he like? Is it a specific game, or because I've heard people also play GTA RPG? Like, they say GTA RP.
No, it's not. Yes. He doesn't play. Like he did a campaign of his RPG, and it's called Ordem Paranormal. It's so good. Like I think it's good, you know, because the story is really, really, really good. And now I finished, and I'm waiting for the new season. I don't know when it will come. Maybe like next year, because it's so detailed. Like they have maps and everything. They play online. You know, the last season they had. Let me see.
What's the game
Like,
called again?
it's 6. Ordem Paranormal, and like this season, like the game, it's Ordem Paranormal, like the campaign. And the first season is just Ordem Paranormal. The second season is Ordem Paranormal. No, it's Ordem Paranormal Segredo na Floresta, I guess. And the last one now, like the third season was Ordem Paranormal Desconjuração. And it's so good, like this story. You get so involved with the characters because, like, you see, like they acting, you know, like real life. And it's so good. Like their effort to like do their character like as realistic as they can. It's so you get really involved with it.
Yeah,
the players.
I hear a lot about that, like about RPGs, and there's something else that a lot of people seem to like. Sometimes I myself never tried to watch or play it because I feel like there's a lot of studying around it. You know, like you have to study your roles, what you are supposed to do, and etc. But when people do, like when people decide to do so, they get hooked. Like it's impossible to stop talking about it. You know, there's a it is called I guess like everyone knows it, but it's Dungeons and Dragons, and then people play like board games. You know. So it's not really video games, but I guess you can. There are ways of doing so through videos, and there is one. For example, I have this Russian friend, Elise. The same thing happened to her. Like, there's I don't know how they call it. I forgot the name, but it's basically like a channel where all these voice actors, but they are American. All the voice actors, like some of the most famous voice actors on the planet, they are really close friends, and they started this channel where they just play Dungeons and Dragons, and they record themselves doing so, you know?
That's so cool! Oh my God!
And then people just basically start watching it because of them, and then they start liking Dungeons and Dragons. So that's what happened to Elise, and now, like, whenever I ask her about it, she keeps telling me, and I'm like, that's too much information, you know? But it is so cool, because you see the For example, Ellie's voice actress is one of the participants, and
Oh.
yeah, and there's this other actress, like they're really close friends. Her name is oh my god, Laura Bailey. If you see her, Livia, she's unbelievable because she is an American woman, and she has already played British characters. Like in the Uncharted, which is one of my favorite video game series, she plays a character that's from South Africa, so she can also pull off a British accent, like a
Oh my god.
British South African. She can do everything. And then she was in The Last of Us 2 playing a 19-year-old American girl. So she can do all of that. And she's in the I forgot the name of they have a name for the channel in this like little program they have where they play Dungeons and Dragons. And then there she also does that, it shows how versatile they are. Like they're just playing, but they're showing all their talent. It's really cool.
This can be so interesting because the kind of like RPG that I see, they are just like players. They are normal people. They have played The Last of Us, like normal games,
Mm-hmm.
But like seeing like real voice actors doing it must be very interesting because they're like it must be really like I don't know, like remarkable seeing like their voices, I guess.
Yeah.
And seeing the way that they act, it must be really interesting. I'll search for it later.
Yeah, I have to find the name and then I'll tell you if you want to see it. But it is like even in, like I don't understand anything about Dungeons and Dragons. I don't understand what they're doing, how it's organized, like how they break down the rounds, But just looking at it.
Yes, it's the mechanics of it. Like it's Selbit, he created his own like mechanic. He doesn't follow the Dungeons and Dragons one because like you create that. It's so crazy because it's so different. I guess like Dungeons and Dragons like mechanics must be really different, but like his mechanics are really difficult. He said like he would like to show his mechanics to like other people play like him, like do their own campaigns and just play with friends and etc. But it's so hard that he doesn't even know how it works. So he doesn't say how it works and everything because it you can see like if you see them playing is really hard for understand sometimes. If you watch since the beginning is you can like follow up and you understand eventually, but it's really confusing.
Yeah, RPGs. That's the thing about RPGs, like that I think. I mean, it's not just that they push people away, because that's definitely another thing. But for example, whenever people tell me, "Oh, go watch this. It's an RPG game," I was like, "Okay, first I need to understand everything about it, right? Because it's like so complicated." But it's also nice because it keeps you interested, right? Like you have to keep learning.
Yes, and sometimes when they use most mechanics is on the fighting parts. So if they have to fight a boss or something, like it at least I will try to explain like the mechanics on the fighting scene on Selbit's game. Like they roll oh my god, it will be hard.
It is
if I can explain it. I'll try to explain it in Portuguese then, okay? So I guess I'll be quicker. Eles jogam um dado e todos os personagens eles têm as estatísticas deles. Então, tipo, tem uma barrinha lá que você tem, tipo assim, 18% de... como é que é mesmo, meu Deus? I already forgot about it. Like, you have like, okay, they throw a dice, and whoever has, meu Deus, eu vou ter que explicar isso, não vai fazer sentido.
Is there like a speed or luck? Because I see they normally use one for luck, right? Or no?
Yes, there's a like on the character's profile thing. They have their sei lá, sua perícia, você tem isso aqui de perícia, você tipo esses tópicos de perícia, então você tem tipo você de 10 de investigador, você tem tipo, seu personagem tem 5 de 10, sabe? Cada um tem um pouquinho de cada, assim. E pra jogar iniciativa, pra você lutar com o boss, você precisa ter. Não sei, você tem que jogar o dado e ver se dá um número bom que tem a ver com a sua. Com a estatística lá de Constituição, acho.
Aham.
E quem tiver, tipo assim, tá, você tem 18 de Constituição. Você joga o dado, e se der, tipo, 20, você vai primeiro, assim. Tipo, de 3 pessoas. Uma pessoa tem 15, outra pessoa tem 20, outra pessoa tem 10.
Uhum.
Daí isso vai. Tipo, o jeito que o valor do dado muda de pessoa pra pessoa.
Aham, tipo,
Mas,
multiplica
enfim.
às vezes, né?
Tipo, se você tem 10 e eu, tipo assim, pra você, um dado bom é o dado 20, que é o melhor, assim. Mas isso depende tipo assim, normalmente o 20 é o melhor pra todo mundo, assim. Quem joga o dado 20 é um sucesso.
Aham.
Daí tem o sucesso bom, o excelente, o normal e o fracasso e o desastre, que é o dado quando o dado cai em um desastre.
Aham.
Enfim, é muitas coisas.
É complicado, mas o bom é que, pelo visto, tipo assim, eu sei muito pouco, mas eu entendi que você falou dos dados. Que a maioria dos RPGs tem uma base comum, né? Tipo, eles são parecidos em algumas coisas. Então, às vezes, entendendo um, você já aprende outro rapidinho.
Sim, aham. E tipo, essa coisa assim, sabe? E daí você vai e rola iniciativa. Daí tá, você rola iniciativa. Daí vai ficar esse primeiro, esse jogador em segundo, esse jogador em terceiro.
Uhum.
E tá, essa foi a iniciativa. Daí pra você lutar com o monstro, né, com o boss, deixa eu lembrar. Ai, meu Deus, meu celular até caiu. Ai, meu Deus, que desastre. Enfim, joguei um dado 1 aqui, deu desastre. Enfim.
Agora que eu peguei a piadinha. Foi a piada, né? Você não jogou um dado mesmo, literalmente.
Não. Mas, tipo assim, se eu tivesse jogado um dado e tivesse dado e isso aqui seria uma cena, ia acontecer isso, provavelmente. Ou meu celular ia desligar do nada. Tipo, deu desastre, o seu celular desliga, tipo. O Celso tinha falado isso pra mim. Mas enfim, tá, rola a iniciativa, daí você vai em rodadas, né? Então, primeiro vai você, daí, tipo assim, dependendo do dado do inimigo também, tipo, ele pode ir em segundo, ou em primeiro, ou em quarto, depende do dado dele também. E daí essa é a iniciativa. Daí vai você primeiro e daí, tipo, depois você pode ser o monstro, né? Enfim, daí você diz o que você quer fazer, tipo, eu quero pegar minha arma e dar 2 tiros. E, tipo assim, não é tão simples assim, né? Tem um monte de coisa que tem que ver também. Tipo, se você tem vantagem, se você tiver corpo a corpo com o inimigo. E você pode. E você vai ter desvantagem se tiver gente na sua frente. Então, tipo, isso vai. É toda uma matemática que é feita. Enfim, você tá corpo a corpo com o inimigo e você quer dar 2 tiros, por exemplo. E daí você tem que rolar o dado e ver se os seus 2 tiros dão certo. Então, tipo, por exemplo, você jogou o dado 2 vezes, né? Porque é 2 tiros. Um dado deu fracasso e outro dado deu bom. E então, o primeiro tiro se você vai errar, vai acontecer alguma coisa. E o segundo tiro você vai acertar. E daí você joga mais um dado pra você ver quanto que você acertou. Tipo, dependendo da arma, tem arma que o dado é um dado D20 ou né, de 20 lados. Ou um dado D4. Ai, meu Deus, tá até sem respirar. Um dado... tipo um dado normal, tipo de 6, etc. E daí você vê se... E o dado que você tirar ali, você daí exclui da barrinha do inimigo, né? Da vida dele. E vai indo sim. E daí, tipo, já que se é um inimigo muito forte, etc. Se tem muitos jogadores, isso é bom, né? Porque, tipo, todo mundo vai jogando um pouquinho e incomoda e daí mata de uma vez. Mas às vezes tem umas outras que são. Que, tipo, tem umas que é muito demorada, tipo, demais. E, tipo, eu assisto tudo, não sei porquê. Eu podia pular e ver quem que ganhava. Mas eu assisto tudo.
Eu acho bem...
É bem cansativo.
Ele que criou o dele, então, né? Tipo, é um jogo dele, basicamente.
Tipo, ele criou a mecânica dele, tipo. É meio complicado. Eu não sei, tipo, a mecânica do Dungeons and Dragons, mas a dele eu sei praticamente tudo.
Mas acho que é parecida, a diferença é, tipo assim, vai mudando a temática, vai mudando o cenário, etc e tal. A ideia é mais ou menos a mesma, né? Tipo, é exatamente isso que você falou.
Sim.
As pessoas têm muitas variáveis pra calcular e um dado que vai definindo tudo. Eu tenho que entender.
E às vezes... It would be good if you watch it. I don't know. I just recommend it to everyone because it's a really... it's really good.
that's what Elise does as well. I will ask her the name again. I think I want to watch it one day, but then I am scared that the same thing will happen. You know, like I will be eternally hooked, and I won't be able to do anything else in my life, and just like watch for their next video. But they have I think it is Critical Role. I think that's the name of their
I'll search.
yeah. And the coolest part is that like seeing the voice actors and the you know like you're like, oh, I've heard this guy before, like you know. Really nice.
Imagine se fosse no Brasil e tipo brasileiro. Tipo, it would be so good, like the Brazilian voice actors.
They're so good at everything, right? They make everything look seem easy. Like it's like you're just, for example, Luis Carlos Percy, the guy that plays Joel in the Brazilian voice acting, he plays a character in Overwatch. Like I remember one day, because I play Overwatch sometimes in Portuguese, sometimes in English, and I think now there are like 31 characters, you know, in the game, 31 heroes. It's like a multiplayer game only, and anyways, and then every hero has a different like set of abilities, blah blah blah. And then this one guy, there's this guy called Doomfist, and he's from somewhere in Africa. I don't remember where. And then his voice actor, like in Portuguese, he sounds like a 30-year-old man, like very strong, etc. And then I just remember one day, like I was on an Overwatch group on Facebook, and people were asking, they're like, okay guys, so which voice actor or voice actress that is not in the game yet would you guys like to see in the game, you know, like for the next hero that comes out? And then I mentioned, like I talked about the Last of Us voice actors, like Luisa Caspari plays Ellie, but she's pretty new to this. Like she is an actress, a singer, but like her first time ever voice acting in a video game was with The Last of Us, you know? And she was already like very lucky lucky and talented, of course, right, to get the job. But that basically, like, it was her first job, and people already rank her as one of the best voice actors in Brazil. And then I said that, like, I was like, I wish they would give a role to Luisa Caspar, because I think it would be fun to see her. And also Luis Carlos Percy, the guy that plays Joel. And then as soon as I typed that, everyone was like, but he is in Overwatch. And I was like, what? And like, yeah, he plays Doomfist. I was like, what? Because it's so shocking. Like, he plays Timmy Turner's dad, he plays Joel, and then he plays a character that has nothing in common with them. And I was like, he's so versatile, he can do anything, you know? And it must be so crazy to, like, if he were to play, to do something like a Critical Role, the guys from the American voice actors, like, to see Luis Carlos Percy doing that, like, what couldn't he do, right? He's so good at everything. Let's see. Oh, I have
so good
parts. Yeah. All right. Okay, Olivia, you call it. Should we keep playing a little bit? It's been 1 hour and a half, I believe. If you want, we can play just a bit more. What I did with Carla last time, like, we didn't play too much. So, for example, Luis, Felipe, and Carla, that's not here today, won't miss too much. But also because I believe, like, we can get past this door, but the next part, like, if we keep playing for, like, another, I don't know, 10 minutes, more things will happen, and then we will want to keep playing, like, other 30 minutes, you know? And then the live stream never ends, because it just gets, like, very interesting now. So, would you say it's enough for today? You want to see a bit more? You call it. If you want to see a bit more, we can play a little bit more as well.
Like, it's so interesting. I'm just seeing, like, you, like, shooting everyone. Going in places. But I guess it would be better for the other students to, like, we stop right here, and then they can, like, understand it better.
That's right. I'm not
when
sure,
they join us.
Yeah, when Felipe, I don't know if he plans, like, to come back and then rejoin the call, but he might also be, like, maybe he is back home now, but he had stuff to do, right? Yeah, let me just, there's this really funny scene right here. Let me see. A little details in the game, like I said. So we are in a museum right now, as you can see. Like, it's an old museum, and I think... no, Tess hasn't said it yet, but she will tell, since Ellie has never been to a museum, she says, oh, it's a museum. She explains...
Shit. Sorry.
You will see it in a minute. I won't say anything, but...
Okay. I'm just seeing him like walking places and grabbing things on the floor now.
You will see it's right by like a very big bell when the scene happens, but it's such a small
Oh,
detail
okay.
that I love. It's like this funny thing.
Like this is these are the details that make the game interesting. you know?
Yeah, that's true. We're getting there. All right, you know what? I think I can speed run through this and we can get to the scene itself.
Okay. She said they're right there by the side of the bell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Ellie did. She said like stay close to me. No, fica perto de mim. Oh, gitu ya.
I think it will happen in a bit.
Alright.
Do you see there's like a Chinese vase?
I'm just seeing Chinese face.
It's right behind Ellie. She's like by a blue box, right? Not a blue box, but there's a box.
Oh, it's broken. It's broken.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's right. I think that's the scene. Like we missed it, but it's because there was a very beautiful Chinese vase, and then Ellie was just like standing in front of it.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, then if you,
I'll come back later and I'll see it.
it is really funny because like if you just turn around for a little bit, you hear the crack, and then Ellie, oh shit! Like she's so scared to do anything, you know. And then when you turn around because everybody's scared, scared that could alert enemies and everything. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's just like a little kid, and it feels so bad for her, you know.
For
Poor Ellie, that's true. Now Tess is telling her about the museum. Let's see.
Everything is so destroyed. It's so sad. Oh my god.
It is.
And dark. And he went through a lot of. It's raining right now, right?
Yeah, it is raining outside. That's true.
There was one part that you stopped it right below a little waterfall, and it looks like he was taking a bath.
Yeah, that's true. Like there was like water leaking, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
People do that as well. Like it's I mean, I'm not saying it is fantastic or anything, but like if you compare it to games from 2013, there normally it was not the norm. You know, you could just stop under like a water current or anything, and the character would just like not do anything. But in The Last of Us, they add these little details. You can see that Joel is annoyed, you know, like he puts his hand over his face trying to block the water. And and then in the second game, they added even more details. Like there's, you can see, for example, when they are reloading their weapons, the animation and everything. If you zoom in, you can see that they actually gave the characters, oh my god, how do you call them? Fingerprints, you know?
Ooh,
Like
oh,
so
that's, oh my
many
god, that's so
details.
detailed.
Uh-huh.
I remember you said something about like when I paused the game for a long time. The other character come talk to you, like
Yeah.
because you're on a place for a long time.
Yes, that's right. Like you were not moving, and that's the thing. If you're not pausing like the game and you're just not moving, at some point I remember like I will find the video because there's this video of the guy. He was saying exactly that. Like he played the game for the first time 3 or 4 years before recording the video. He used to play the game almost every day. And then he said this, like he started the video with this scene. He was like, so I have played this game for blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, and then just last week this happened. And then he showed the video and it's just like, it's just such a small thing. But like, it's something like every tiny detail makes the game like a completely new experience every time you play it again, you know? And then he said that. So he said, I think I left the game there and I forgot to pause the game and I had to do something. And when I came back, I noticed that Ellie was walking around Joel, like, you know, analyzing him. And then I decided to just watch. And then after a little bit, she does this and then she does that. Like she stops in front of Joel. She's like, so we're just doing this. Nothing for hours. Something like this. Like she's just criticizing, you know? It's really funny because like it's funny to think that there are people that actually had like it was their job to do that, you know, like if player does not move for 20 minutes, Then you write a little scene about it. That's so crazy.
Yeah, and I imagine like the voice actors, like they have to record like everything, even for the little details.
Yeah. And
Because I remember of Cyberpunk, like they have like some. There was a there was this meme because there was this character in Cyberpunk that has his voice was just like Bolsonaro's voice, and it was so good. Yeah, they were in a car or something, and they got like surrounded by these people, and one guy had the voice just like Bolsonaro. It was really funny. Oh my. And like just for these details, like if I would approach someone on the Cyberpunk, like anyone, I guess they would have something to say. You know, it's those details are so like because if you would approach someone like in real life, they would say something. They wouldn't just like be still.
Yeah, that's true. Like, they won't make a comment, right?
Yeah, or they would be chatting or something. You know, that's so. Good. You just put someone on fire right now.
It's because I was, like I said, I'm trying to make things faster, and then I don't know if it was like very clear, but the infected, especially the clickers, they are attracted by fire as well. So if you throw a Molotov well, like you can not only hurt one of them, but the other ones will join and burn as well. You know, that's why it's a strategy. Normally, like in harder difficulty, I wouldn't do it because a Molotov can be much more precious ahead. So you have to learn to save because you have less resources and everything. But we're playing on normal, and I have, as you can see, I already have like 2 Molotovs, you know? So I can't afford to do it. Let me kill this guy. He's being too noisy for my taste.
We can always English. Too noisy for my taste.
Let me see if I can do. I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. You will see. There was this guy by the door, and we can hear there's fighting inside, you know? And and we even heard Ellie saying, "Se afasta." So it is an emergency. I should open the door already, but I just broke my 2x4, the taco. And I need another one, so I just like, okay, girls, keep fighting. I'll get something. I'll be right back.
You're like just running down the stairs.
Yes, I can find any, but there was one here, Olivia. Found it.
Darling.
Hmm?
Darling's on YouTube.
What?
Darling. You know someone called Darling?
Oh, yeah, that's Taylor. Remember Taylor?
Oh, that's Taylor. Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Taylor.
I will say hi to her.
Yeah, she was. You played Among Us with us that day, right?
No, I didn't. I played it was a kind of Gartic.
Yes, that's right. You were trying to join, but it didn't work, and we were playing with it was an interactive student that was with us, right?
Yeah, there was a boy. I forgot his name. Oh, like her name we write like Taylor with like Taylor Swift name, like Taylor.
Yes. With a Y, right?
Okay, I will say hi to her. Hi, Taylor. Hi. Oh my gosh, she was so quick.
Yeah, because I think she can hear you as well.
Oh my gosh, she's here.
Yeah, she's on the stream. She's watching.
Okay. Oh my god, that's true. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
I forgot about the stream.
I forgot. She can hear me too. Oh my god.
Don't you worry. It's good that she saw all your thought process, you know? Like, we're like, oh, I'm gonna see her.
Yeah, like, this her name, we were like, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Oh my god.
Let me see.
The perks of being a streamer.
Other guy. So many of you guys, where are you coming from? Okay. We're good. We're good for now. Okay, and then whoever's playing with us next, if it's Carla, maybe Maria will be able to join next time, right? They will have to watch this. They have no choice but to watch it because something relevant is about to happen. Something very relevant.
Tess, how are you holding up?
Just a bit winded. Look this way. This will get us to the roof.
Yeah. Taylor, you're... Wait.
How about you, Kate? You okay?
She's here.
Okay.
she's still here, you can say.
Let's see. I'm waiting on the short dialogue to be over. Alright. Taylor, you just missed like a few, not minutes, but I would say like half an hour ago, we had other two students here, Felipe and Luisa. They are boyfriend and girlfriend, and Felipe had to go, like they had to go so Felipe could take Luisa back to her place. But you and Felipe would have become best friends because Felipe, we were talking about the TV series, and he said they should have hired Hugh Jackman to play Joel. She's probably gonna drop a salty comment about it, Livia. Just wait. That's what she does.
Okay. How much is it, Chad?
Yeah, Taylor can be so toxic sometimes, you know? Who knows? Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Like the sunrise. I don't know if you can see it right now.
Yes, I'm seeing right now.
So pretty.
Watch your step as you're going up, 'cause it's gonna
Bird. Oh my. Oh, she said, sorry, I have a hard time hearing you, Jess.
Oh, is it like too low? Let me try to adjust things a little. She said last time the volume was not very well regulated.
Oh.
Or that could also be her being sarcastic, like, you know, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe she might be not joking this time. Let's see. It looks so nice.
Hey, pick it up.
They walking on the plank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're so scary. I would I would fall so easily.
Same. Like there are so many things in this game, like the infected. It's not even the infected. I would easily die falling off falling off a building, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, I'm. Oh my god, she said Leave is very like loud compared to you. Oh my, I don't know if I say I'm sorry. I don't know if I.
Don't worry, Livia. It's not you. It's the audio mixing. You know, like the way I mix the live stream. If I turn, it is the.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, Livia. It's not you guys. It's the. It's the audio mixing probably, like the way I adjusted the audio. Like we're talking normally, but they cannot hear me well. And they can hear you louder than the rest. It might be that, but I'm Taylor. I really don't know. Like I'm trying to lower Livia's voice a lot and raise mine, but I believe this is the max I can do without muting.
Let me. I would mute myself for a little for me to hear the YouTube thing better.
Okay.
Hello, I will say something so I can.
I believe like I lowered as much as I could without muting her and raised my volume. It's really hard to get the audio. Yes, especially because right now like I'm having to be like I have no choice but to be very extreme. Like I lowered hers a lot, and mine is almost on the maximum. I think it is
like oh, it's not my fault. Okay, darling.
Don't you worry, Olivia.
And like through my computer, it sounds okay. Like my voice and your voice.
All right, that's good.
I know like that my voice is kind of bad because I'm just using my cell phone audio.
I think it is pretty decent for phones. Like phones tend to be like the audio quality tends to be jeopardized a lot on phones, but it's fine. I think like the quality is fine and the volume is also okay to me, so maybe just the stream had to be adjusted. But it's all good, Livia, don't you worry. It's good. Like you said on the computer, now it seems fine, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right. We're almost there. We're getting to the capital and we are about to deliver Ellie. How do you feel, Livia?
I don't know. I just saw that you grab a paper set and it was like Firefly's order.
Yes, that's right. That's it. That's something else about the game. Like every now and then you will find like notes, documents, and just like they're just collectible items, but you can read them and you can see like some background into the game story. You know. So.
I played not a lot of, but I played Tomb Raider with my cousins. and on Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you
360.
even call it
Yeah, say
360.
360.
360. And yeah, there would be like this, this things laying around
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
places.
Like collectibles, right?
And yes, and it would be telling a story, or like it was a diary or
Uh-huh.
something.
That's right. I just picked one you're gonna see soon. Firefly pendant. Like you see them. They are again. Like if you get all of them, you get a trophy. But the coolest part about it is that like so in the game they are supposed to be firefly pendants, like left behind by fireflies that died or dropped it. And when if you look at it, so let me show you one. You will see that there's a name. Like you see the name of the soldier and a number. So all of these, they were like when the game was being developed and they released some trailers and everything, and then they started like growing a fan base, but the game was not out yet. They put out like not a public opening, but it was kind of like a public opening where fans of the game, even before the game was released, they could tell their names, and they put their names on the pendants, So like all go ahead.
I just saw like the thing that you said, like this.
There was opening, right?
The pin.
Yeah, the pendant. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the pendant.
So like all the names that you see here, they are names of fans that were fans even before the game was released, That must be
That's so
nice.
cool.
Yeah, imagine playing the game and seeing your name there, right?
Yeah, like you grab a thing and it's like leave a hate.
Yes, that's right. And you get a lot of people have been doing that now, like a customized jewelry to have like a firefly pendant with your name. That's really cool. All right, Olivia, I'm going to go 100% quiet now because when you get there, you're going to see there's something. Now there's a cutscene, very important cutscene happening, eh?
All right.
All right, let's see.
You were just saying like Melina's.
Yeah, Melinda Davidson's. That's right.
Yeah. Now you paused.
Yeah.
And I guess like at any second now, cutscene will happen.
Just be prepared, right?
All right. I'll be quiet too.
No worries. It's all good. It was like, just like any moment I might unpause.
Where was this lab of theirs?
Okay. Yeah.
Said she
Okay. You're on pause. Oh my god. Hugh Jackman. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a dead
You know
body.
about us.
about me.
I know that you are smarter than this.
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess! Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't touch me.
Holy shit. She's infected.
Let me see.
Nós tentamos, vamos pra casa. Não vamos a lugar nenhum.
Oh, Christ.
Oops, right? Give me your arm. This was 3 weeks. I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel. You've got
She's infected.
this group. He'll know where to go.
No, that was
Oh my god. That's so sad. Look at her face. Oh my god. Red. Oh my god.
Here, that you have to feel some sort
Oh my god, a vampire.
Cry, Olivia, cry away.
They're here. Damn it. I can buy
Oh
you some
my
time.
god.
You have to run.
You want us to just leave you here?
Viu? Tem que levar ela. Tem que levar ela.
Not turn into one of those things.
Ai, Joel, fala sério, né?
This easy.
Não vou. Mas, you're going. Yes, you're going.
You don't have a choice, right?
Yeah. She's the cure. Oh my god, a lot of people just arrived there.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this.
Get a move
Oh
on.
my god, I feel so bad for her.
Me too. Like she really wants to to do something, right? To have a purpose now that she's
Yeah.
doomed. So sad. That's the saddest part.
Yeah.
Anna Torv is gonna join the TV series and be there for how long? I don't know. We're gonna try a little something, Livia, when the cutscene is over.
Alright.
It is something that we normally don't do, especially if you're playing on hardest difficulties. But since we're on normal mode and I have a lot of resources, it's the saddest thing about this episode, but it can be done, and I will do it. And Taylor is just here being salty again, saying, see, she calls him Hugh Jackman as well. Yes, Taylor, but they would need half the budget to just like have Hugh Jackman for an episode.
The cutscene has ended. So let me rethink. When they were screaming on that room, it was when she was bit by the thing.
Yeah, remember the scene where I was like throwing a lot of bottles and before we went upstairs and picked the plank and crossed the building, like you said, like, oh, that's scary. Like that moment where they stop by the window and we can talk to them. I think that was the moment. Like we all think, yeah, like the moment when I was opening the door. Remember, like I said, let me just get something first. It's like when we open the door, there is an infected right on Tess, and everyone believes that's the infected that got her bit, but it's at that moment, like one of them. Not sure.
Oh my god. Yes, it would be super weird for Hugh.
Yeah.
Mr. Hugh Jackman. He's already rich. He could like just do it for fun, you know?
Yeah. Like a pro bono work, right?
Yeah. Now you paused, and now okay. Now
Yeah, because I'll do something. You'll see what I'm doing right now. Like it doesn't have to be done.
And that person right there, who's that person? I think I.
Where?
The person that was that when they arrived on this place.
They were the Fireflies. It's like the Fireflies that were going to take Ellie, you know?
Oh, I see. Understand now. Okay.
Yeah. So like they that's the thing. They arrived there. The Fireflies are gone. They're killed. And Tess said that like you should take her to Tommy, his brother, because he used to be a Firefly. So that's why Tommy, like I was joking at the beginning that Felipe forgot about Tommy. He's a really important character, but oh my god. You notice I am fighting them, right? Or have I finished killing everyone already?
Yeah, you throw a Molotov and then you look down. I guess you killed them all.
Yes, I did. And that's the thing, like I don't remember how exactly. Like you don't need to, and normally people wouldn't do that because they are like right on your back. So right after Tess says that, you just have to keep running. But you can kill them, and we could go downstairs somehow. I just don't know, like it won't let me. Okay, alright. I don't know what's the trick right here. But that's the saddest part, you see? I am in a place, we'll see it soon. Like, you can see Tess, dead body. She really sacrificed herself. She was gonna die anyways, right? Yeah.
We have to do a petition for Hugh Jackman to play The Last of Us. And then he will fall in love with it, just like Taylor said. And he'll surely do for free.
Well, I didn't want to expose anyone, Livia, but that would be only up to some point of the series, because they are planning to have 8 seasons, and by the time they get to the plot that we have in The Last of Us 2, Taylor would think differently, so Hugh Jackman would have accepted the role for nothing, because she would stop watching the series, you know? She's very salty about The Last of Us 2, let me tell you.
Oh my god.
And
no, 8 seasons is a lot.
Yeah, it is. Let me just drop a warning. Taylor, don't say anything about what happens in the second game, please, okay? Because Livia doesn't know yet. She doesn't know why you're salty about it. Alright, Livia, and I think we're gonna stop here just because if I make much more progress, then Luisa, Felipe, and Kyla will fall behind a lot. 2 hours?
That's okay.
Alright, so any thoughts so far? What do you say? Let me save the game and tell us what you think so far.
I don't know. It's a really good game, you know.
You were closer
Um,
to crying over Tess' death than
Yeah.
Sarah's, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I surely was. Like when she died, I was like, oh, it's just a beginning. A lot of people will die eventually. I won't cry for her. Just-
But nothing prepared us for Tess, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Tess, it was really sad. Like they arrived there and there was nobody. And he just can like, uh, meu Deus, this is true. Eu esqueci a palavra.
What's the word?
This is true. Qual é a palavra
Like
pra isso em
quit
inglês?
or give up?
Yeah, he give up. That's the word.
Mhm.
He couldn't just give up because like she's Ellie is like the cure for it. Maybe she
Yeah.
is the cure for it. That's so cool.
That's true. Yeah. Let me show you something really important now, Livia, and you will have to like you will be able to see the screen, I believe. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull. Oh, this is the best part of having a capture card because I can show you what I see on my computer now as well. It will be over the game capture in a minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. So just like you said, Tess died and she sacrificed herself to give them a few chances of surviving right there, right? And since the Fireflies that were in the capital are dead, what did Tess tell us to do?
To continue, right?
Yeah, and to take her to Tommy, right? So
His brother.
yes, exactly. Now you're gonna see what is the problem about it. Let's see. Can you see my screen? I guess you can see it, right?
No, is it still paused on the game? I guess.
Okay.
In any second, I'll see it.
Yeah, you should be able to see my computer, I guess. I'm also watching the. Yes, okay, all right. I can see it now. It will just take a few seconds until you can see it. So,
Announcing your thing.
yeah, Google Maps, right?
Yes, Google Maps,
That's right. So the craziest thing is we don't know the city yet. I believe they are from Austin, but the game, like the very first scenes of the game, like when the outbreak happened and we still had like Sarah, they are from Texas. So the game started somewhere in Texas, and then 20 years later, where we are right now, the Capitol building and everything, we are in the Boston area. So right here, look how far Joel has come. Like in 20 years, he's basically just, like a lone wolf wandering off the country. Like he's just like, like going everywhere and not starting a family or not bonding with anyone. I think the only person he's kind of close to, or he was Tess. So they are in Boston. Let me see if we can see it as well. Capitol building. Boston, capital. Is it North Carolina? I don't think it is North Carolina because they walked all that distance on foot.
Oh my god.
And now I think there's a Capitol building in Boston. Let's see. Boston Capitol building. Okay. The pole is it maybe this one? Ah, you see? Edifício Estadual. This one. Okay, so I feel like this is the building that was inspired. Yeah, this is the one that basically we visited right now in the game. So it's right there.
Oh, you're typing it? You're typing it?
I'll see in a minute, right? That's right. So that's the building. And you're going to see the problem in a second, Livia. Tommy.
The power of their eye.
Yeah, it looks almost the same, right?
Yes,
Yeah, pretty similar. And then now we're going to take Ellie to Tommy because he used to be a Firefly, so he probably knows where the lab and the scientists will be. The thing is, Tommy lives in Jackson, Wyoming.
I don't even know where that is.
You will see in a minute.
Wait. Oh my god.
Jackson,
Oh my.
Wyoming. So the route from Boston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Look
I
at
remember I
that.
read a book about Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yeah.
Massachusetts. I don't know. Massachusetts. I don't know.
It is a hard name to pronounce. So you see, by
Yeah.
car, like nowadays, by car, without obstructed highways, without deadly infected on the way, that trip can last 35 hours
Oh my God.
by car.
I'm seeing it now. Oh my god.
Mm.
Oh my god, Tommy. You're far away.
Joe and Ellie are gonna use their legs a lot, right? They're gonna
Uh-huh.
and just walking,
Oh
look
my
at that.
God.
It takes 708 hours non-stop, right? Like without taking any breaks. And with no blocked roads, no destroyed buildings in the on the way.
Oh my God.
Imagine how long
Tommy.
that's gonna take in the game.
Tommy said, Tommy, isso vai. Eles tomaram mesmo. Meu Deus, que longe.
Like, couldn't we just get an airplane, right? Maybe a helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh
A
my
jet or something.
Yeah. Oh, Taylor said, I do not spoil things like you, Jessica. Such a liar. When did I ever spoil anything? Well, that's it. Just so we know, just so you know, Olivia, and when maybe Felipe, Luisa, Carla, and the girls rewatch this to see where we stopped, this is what we have ahead of us. Yeah. This is what we have ahead of us right now. In the second game, just so you have an idea, the second game takes place mostly in Seattle, which is like on the west coast.
I just remember about iCarly.
Yeah, they are from
Because they live in
Seattle.
Seattle.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. Good point.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh, the one thing I like about the USA, but I still believe they have to explain it, is how are their states so square? It feels like they had a GPS or like a satellite view of the country when they were
Yeah.
deciding,
Oh my
right?
God.
Look at Wyoming. Wyoming's perfectly square.
Yes. Oh my god.
Like
yeah.
perfectly rectangular,
That's
right?
so weird.
Yeah.
It's like a African states too.
Yeah.
Like it's not right. It's kind of sad
Oh, what do you mean? Like they...
because they had to divide it like I don't know. Gente, esqueci.
You mean the
Os
African countries?
ingleses. Yeah, tipo, os ingleses tiveram que ir lá e dividir tudo, etc. Mas tipo, não era o direito deles fazer isso, né?
That's right.
Os africanos iriam fazer isso.
Just to imagine
Enfim.
how different the countries would be, right? If they hadn't.
Yes. It would be just like Brazil.
Yeah, that's right. Like Brazil,
All
if you
like
look at
strange forms.
it, such a mess, but like an interesting mess to look at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
An interesting mess. That's what Brazil is. Like I would describe it. Brazil in two words.
An interesting mess, a crazy mess. And I love Chile. I love people are always making memes about how long Chile is, right? Such a long and
Really?
thin country. Look at this.
I don't remember.
It's like super long and super thin.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Portugal.
South America. So
They're almost
interesting.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. People, I saw they posted like I saw an entire thread on Twitter talking about it. It was like people posting pictures of like houses in Chile, and then it was just like a strip of grass and a very rectangular house, you know?
Oh my god.
Because that's it. We forget that this is all kilometers, right? So it just or kilometers.
Yeah.
Because it just looks like everybody's living on the edge of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. All right,
Poor
Olivia. So in terms of The Last of Us,
All
that
right.
was it for today. What do you think is happening next?
Oh, a lot of a lot of fighting
A
and a
lot.
long trip to find Tommy.
That's true.
No, but they had to find like Robert first, and now they have to find Tommy.
Yeah, and Robert wasn't
Oh
so
my
far
God.
so far away, right? So Robert was
Yeah,
fine to find.
it was even like a little shocked when you say, "Ah, and then we killed him." And next time you were explaining to me because I didn't know that he died
Oh,
like
you missed the scene.
right so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's something about the game as well. Like they, just like we said, like we had Sarah's death, and then we have this feeling, and then like we said before as well, like it kind of, that's the thing about the game. Like there is much more to it because you see how, I don't know, cheap human life has become, right? They literally killed him over like a pack of weapons. Of course, like he failed them, and he was like a traitor and everything, but like people just die all the time in the game, and it's not like a big deal because that's how
Yeah.
valueless, is that a word, valueless, the opposite of valuable, anyways. Cheap, right?
Yeah, cheap. Yeah.
Cheap. Yeah, they basically see no more value in human life. But just like we found out right now, there is a life right there that is actually pretty valuable and pretty meaningful.
Yeah.
Right? What do you think is gonna
Really
happen
valuable.
next? Speaking of trying to make the cure, Olivia.
I don't know. Like they will get to Tommy, and he's a firefly, so maybe they were. I don't know.
Yeah.
He will like introduce the gang for them. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see how long that trip is gonna last, right? But Tommy's the next stop.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. All right, Olivia, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, teacher.
Oh, this
It
cold
was
Saturday
awesome.
morning, right? Oh, wait.
Yes.
Saturday
Oh my
evening.
God.
What?
Saturday morning.
Oh, Saturday
Oh my
morning.
God.
Oh my God, I took a long nap and I lost track of time, as you can see.
Yeah.
that's
I
it.
sent you a message, and then the teacher Gabby said that you were asleep, and I was like, oh, I guess that was why.
guys
Because you
exposed
always
me
answer
on
so
it.
quick.
That's
Oh,
true. That's
Oh
right.
my God.
Yeah, my Saturday naps,
But-
they are yeah, something else.
you deserve them. You deserve them. You
Thank
work
you.
hard.
Thank you very much. Alright, guys. Alright, Livia, I was gonna say guys, but we I don't know what Gabriela is.
Just-
She just sent us something on she just sent something on WhatsApp, like a lot of question marks. And they're like, it's gonna close. And then I was like, it's a video. And then I downloaded the video. It's that little video of the little boy saying, burger, you know?
I know. Burger. I so cute.
Oh, I missed that. Gabriela was trying to, I don't know what my mom said, but she sent that 12 minutes ago. Let's see if they are still thinking of getting burgers. What about you, Olivier? Just had brigadeiro. What are you having for dinner?
Yeah, my parents just arrived, and I don't know. I'll have to talk to them to
It's a
see
surprise
what
for
they
now,
want.
right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of anxious.
Okay. All right, Olivia. Thank you very much for coming in, for representing Felipe and Luisa near the end. I hope
Thank
you
you. It was
liked the
My
game.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it,
Yeah.
and I'll probably watch it a little more, like rewatch it what we played.
Yeah, because I think.
Because I participated. I want to see how my voice is.
Yeah, I want you to see how Carla reacted when everything happened, right? Like when Sarah died.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That is so funny too.
Yeah. I remember, like, I myself, I had the same reaction as her. I was shocked because I saw the little girl on the cover was Sarah. But then we learned that, right? That Sarah actually died, and then now we meet the girl on the cover, which is Ellie. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
so she's the main girl. Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
All right, Livia, you have a good rest of your
Thank
Saturday.
you.
Thank you very much for
Have a
coming.
good night.
You too, and
Thank you for
Uh-huh.
receiving me.
I
don't know.
guess. Yeah.
Yes, a
For
bit.
having me or like
Yeah.
hosting.
Yes, for having me. Yeah,
Sorry.
for having me. That's the word.
That's right. Thank you, Taylor, for
Sorry.
joining us on the chat, right?
Yes, thank you, Taylor.
Yeah. Even though she was a bit
was
salty
really
about The
nice.
Last of Us 2 as usual. She's always like that. But-
Oh, and yeah, I agree with her that about what she said with Tess, because we're like on the game. She's like the only one with Joel, so
Mhm.
it makes sense that I didn't cry when the little girl died,
Yeah.
and I was a bit more sad when Tess
Oh my.
died.
A lot of people are like that, you know. There are people that are just like, okay, Tess' death was much more impacting, and then there are people that are more like me. And I'm not saying like I'm not. It doesn't make me sad, but I didn't cry. Like every time I played that bit or watched this bit, I was never able to cry when Tess died. Like I felt sad, you know, but not enough to cry. Yeah, and then Sarah, it just destroys me. I don't know why. So sad. It was it. All right, thank you very much, Lydia.
Thank